Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Angela Cudger, the founder of Legacy Holistic Health Institute and a licensed metaphysician. This channel is dedicated to the health, wellness, and spiritual evolution of women over 40. If you're not a woman or you're not over 40, you're more than welcome to stay and enjoy the content, but you'll find that the most benefit is going to go to that group of people. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some critical things to help prevent weight gain in women over 40. Now, all throughout the month of December, you're going to be getting a video every single day from me covering some type of content that will allow women in their 40s to elevate their lives in some way. Most of these videos are going to be me answering the questions that I get asked the most via email and inbox across social media, you name it, I get it. And I'm going to try to answer some of these questions as best as I possibly can. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You're welcome to stay. Thank you so much for giving us your attention and I hope that you get something amazing out of this video. And as a result, you choose to subscribe, you choose to comment, you choose to share and like this video. If you are a returning subscriber, baby, you are my people. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for trusting me. And thank you so much for coming back. Now, really quickly, before we dive into the content, all throughout the month of December, I'm going to be giving, and you are going to be the ones receiving the prizes. And so, for every video that you watch on this channel, and for every time you comment and like the video at the same time, you actually get your name entered into a drawing, or your YouTube handle here entered into a drawing. I will be giving out mindful prizes. These have to do with things that have to do with health, wellness, and spirituality, or meditation and mindfulness, and those kinds of practices. Now, I will do two drawings throughout the month of December. One on December 15th and one on December 31st. You can look for those videos here on the channel. If there's anything else that you need from me, as far as being a part of our Metaphysical Masterclass membership, where we host monthly masterclasses on the fourth Sunday of every month, you can make sure that you check the link to that in the comments so that you can be a part of that membership. And then for those of you who want to be on our email list just to get some incredible content to your inbox on a regular basis, make sure you go ahead and check the description below for everything else that we've got going on, including the Wellness and Wealth Retreat. All right, let's jump to the content. So this video is about preventing weight gain in your 40s. Now, I love this topic because I'm one of those people. I love being healthy. I love being fit. I love being well. I've been a figure bodybuilder from 2013 to about 2015 for a couple of years. I was a CrossFit enthusiast and a CrossFit competitor, and I enjoyed it tremendously. So I know all about the fitness side. I've been able to put teams together to run marathons across different cities. I've been able to run 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. I've been trained by different types of people who were part of the Olympics at some point in their life. So I've had incredible trainers in the way of athleticism for a big part of my life, 20s, 30s, even 40s, right? And so for me, I'm at a place in my life where physically I don't necessarily need a personal trainer. As a matter of fact, I thrive and do very, very well without the guidance of one. But that's just me. I've had a lot of training over the years, and I know a lot about training. And in many cases, trainers will come up to me in the gym and say, "Are you a trainer?" Because the form is great, like the reps are perfect, the supersets and triple sets are on point. But anyway, you're going to want to understand why you need health, wellness, and physical fitness to make sure that you keep the scale going down in your 40s, or keep the scale steady or going down in your 40s, but definitely not going up and to the right. Right. The first thing you want to do if you're somebody that is 40 and over, and you could this, don't get me wrong, these kinds of things, weight gain, inflammation, all of these things tend to be kind of these natural occurrences in the body because of the environment, especially if you're someone who lives in the US. There are different types of products we put on the skin, things we put in the body that cause inflammation. And I tell people that fat cells get inflamed too. And so, with that being said, some people just look more puffy than they actually are. So, you got to keep in mind the fact that inflammation is real. And so, shifting your diet, the first thing is going to be the food. Shifting your food to an anti-inflammatory type of diet will never hurt anyone. It literally will never hurt anyone. Making sure that you are cautious about the types of things that you eat that inflame your body. Pay attention to whether or not you get bloated after you eat certain things, right? Some of the culprits are going to be things like soy, gluten, dairy, wheat, corn, and different kinds of meat or different cuts of meat, right? Or animal based meats or products or whatever. And then the other thing that might also cause an issue is because we live in such a plant based, like faux food era. So you want to be careful with the fake meats and burgers and fake cold cuts and all of these different things. You want to make sure that you're not giving a lot of your attention, your energy and time to eating those things as well, and thinking that you're eating something that's good for your body, because in a lot of cases we are not, right? And so keep that in mind as well. So go towards a more alkaline, more anti-inflammatory type of diet. You're going to find that you eat a lot of fresh fruits, a lot of vegetables. You're going to find that you eat a lot of legumes, plant-based things. Now, it's not to say that you can't have meat. You can. Some people eat meat and still thrive, but it does cause some kind of inflammation in every human because we weren't necessarily designed to eat it. We're not carnivores, right? Our teeth are flat for a reason. We don't have sharp pointed teeth because we are technically herbivores. That's something to think about. Every type of predator that has pointed teeth eats meat. We don't. So that's one of the things to kind of think about as well. The second thing to think about is hydration. Now, this is huge. Hydration and proper hydration. And what I mean by that is 3/4 of a gallon to 1.5 gallon a day is usually what most people are going to drink or need. Most people aren't drinking anywhere near the amount of water that their body actually requires. And so we've got to make sure that we understand that proper hydration is necessary for a lot of the bodily functions that we need to stay healthy in our 40s and beyond. We need water even if we're young too, but definitely in your 40s it's going to assist with creating an alkaline environment in the body. It's going to assist with anti-inflammation, getting the inflammation down, and it's going to assist in flushing out the inflammation from some of the fatty areas that store things that make us appear bigger than what we truly are. And so making sure that you get enough hydration is huge. The next one is going to be sleep. And hydration leads to all of these things, actually lead to gradual weight loss. So the next thing is going to be your sleep. All right. Giving the body time to rest. And I don't just mean like just resting for sleep, but I also mean resting your systems, resting your digestive systems, getting yourself to a place where you're not always moving. We live in such a hustle culture in the US that it's one of the reasons. I'm not going to say it's the main reason, but it's definitely one of the reasons we see a lot of obesity in the United States. Part of that is because we live in a hustle culture. We live in a culture that says work your ass off now and hope you get rewarded later, when in reality, people in other countries are thriving and living their best life now. Now, it's not to say that they don't have some drawbacks, but they certainly don't put work high up on the priority like we do in America. I remember being on a conference call recently, and a young lady was there, and she said, "Yeah, I'm sitting in the parking lot of the hospital because I'm sick and I'm getting ready to go in, but after I do this presentation on this conference call." And I thought to myself, who does that? Like, why would you put your health on the back burner just to be on here presenting and coughing and gagging and doing all these things? There's no trophy if you drop dead. Like, there's no prize. So I never understood hustle culture or people who work themselves to death just to be seen or just to feel like they are worth something. And the reality of it is, if you don't have your health, you're really not worth a whole lot. Like, your physical body is a status symbol. Like, a healthy physical body is a top tier status symbol, and it is worth a lot. So the fact that you would sacrifice it just to give some presentation that your coworker could have given, I that those things just don't connect in my brain, right? But that's the culture of women in the United States, right? Especially women. And I say women over men because if you see two parents together, you can always spot the burnout wife. Very seldom do you ever be able to spot the burnout father, right? And so women have a tendency to put ourselves absolutely last on our list, and it's got to get old, right? By the time you're in your 40s, it's getting old, right? And so you've got to make sure that not only that you're eating right and that you're hydrating, but that you're actually giving your body rest. And I mean rest as in doing absolutely nothing, right? And not feeling guilty about it. Doing absolutely nothing and not feeling guilty about it is what I call rest. And so you also want to make sure, besides getting rest, you also want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with other women who care about how they look. I know I might get some different kind of looks for that. And I don't care, because when you are around, I have always been grateful to be around women. If you ever see a photo of me and the women I'm around, you will see that they care a lot about not just their physical appearance, but if you ever truly got to know them, you would know that they care a lot about their heart. You would know that they care a lot about their physical body and staying fit and staying healthy. And so these are the types of people that I want to be around, because those are the types of people, when I'm not doing what I need to do, they're going to tell me. They're going to pull me to the side and say, "Hey, sis, is everything okay? Are you all right?" And so this is the thing that we need to be aware of: being in community of people who are also very healthy, and health is a priority for them. Wellness, beauty, being who they are is a priority for them in whatever way that feels good to them. And it may not be your exact way, but it is in a way that actually feels amazing to them. And so these are the things you want to look at. The last one will be a bonus, and that's fasting. Fasting is the ultimate way to give your body rest, right? Whether it is intermittent fasting, whether it's going on an extended fast or an extended cleanse that is doctor guided, whether it is a spiritual fast. You want to make sure that you incorporate some kind of fasting into your life every single month for an extended period of time, preferably, unless you're someone who fasts every single day using intermittent fasting. But you still want to get yourself to a place where you're extending your fast beyond 24 hours, because that puts you into cellular repair, and it actually kicks into the weight loss for your body as well. And so these are going to be the top ways that I actually keep my weight down. Now, I will tell you about my specific weight journey. The highest I've been is 218 pounds. When I went to Emory School of Medicine in 2009, my son was 2 years old. He was born in 2007. And then in 2011, by the time 2011 came around, getting my master's of medical science in anesthesiology, by the time that rolled around, I had gained almost 30 pounds in that school year. Now, I didn't realize that I was already well overweight, and I'm only 5'4". So I've been over 200 pounds, and I currently weigh 149. And so I had to get myself to a place where I mattered more. And I had to get myself to a place where I wasn't ashamed to take my body, even though I didn't like the way I looked at the time. I took my body into places where people were getting fit. CrossFit was the first stop for me. And then from there, I joined a private gym. And then from there, I was coached into bodybuilding. Once that person saw it, she was like, "Man, you have serious dedication and you have an incredible physique. I know we could win," right? And so you want to make sure that you are paying attention to those nudges and putting yourself in environments that allow you to be your best self. A high vibrational body is a healthy body. And don't get me wrong, my body has not been without complications, right? There are other things that have come up, but my baseline, when I really need to hunker down and get super, super healthy, my baseline is there. And I'm loving what I'm able to live because I know at any given moment I can go back in the gym and I can rock it out 5 days a week. I can go on a fast when I need to. I can seek God whenever I need to, and I don't need anybody else's well, help me with this. Well, show me how to do that. I don't need anybody to show me those things. I know what to do to take care of my body because I've done it so many times. And so you want to make sure that you get to a place to be able to do that too. And I believe that you are able to do that for yourself. And it will help balance your hormone, make you a much happier person, and it will even show you some desires that you never thought you had. I hope you got something amazing out of this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to comment so that you can enter to win the prizes that we'll be giving away this month. Kind of something like this.